Welcome, Libra, to your mid-month to the end of the month reading. This is for the 17th through the 30th. Okay, guys, if you like this, please hit that big old like button. Okay, let's get in here and get this done. Oh my gosh, you guys are on a roll. As I was kind of going through the cards, I noticed, wow, the productivity that's going on towards this time is just overly amazing, guys. You were really switching the tables around at this time. Okay, so new challenges are going to come up, but you really, like I said, you're really switching the tables around. So let's get in here. This message is coming out. There it is, taking on that harmony. Feeling that love, that harmony, that peace, going after your passions, your desires, but there's going to be some choices that's going to pop, kind of pop up on you that could be a little bit of a challenge, right? Challenging your passions, challenging your heart, challenging your horizons, right? What new horizons do I want? But what choice do I need to make? So let's see where taking on boss mode. A lot of people are taking on boss mode right now. And feeling that there is more hope. Yes, feeling the hope is coming through. Love it. Love it. So yeah, feeling like, you know what, there is hope. Things are going the way I need them to go. If there's some kind of communication that's coming through, this is the communication that I was hopeful for. Really shining your light out there, really standing strong in this authority. Yeah, where the love begins. Ace of Cups. See? You got that turning of the tide right there, what I was talking about, how it feels like the tables are turning in your favor as you are really looking out there at your material, spiritual prosperities, knowing what's on the horizon, really focused on what is it that I truly want? What is it that I'm truly going after? This is a time to expand beyond your horizons, right? You can invest in multiple things, guys. Right? A lot of things are opening up for you. So let's get towards the end of the month and see what's going on. Yeah, heart chakra is open. Yeah, you have the compassion going on. You know, by the end of the month, you're going to know exactly where it was. So even if you're having a little bit of, I'm standing my ground, but I'm making these choices, because this new opportunity is showing itself and revealing itself to me. But yet I also have this other area over here. Which one do I, really go after? What's the best option? Or can I manage to balance them both out? But whatever it is, you're going to go where your heart really wants to transform you, really wants to put you, letting go of one to really have the other. And it doesn't even mean that you have to 100% let go of this other for some of you. It could be, I'm not going to give it as much attention, because now I'm focused on what I really need to be focused on. Six of Coins. This is where I'm going to put my attention, right? And that's going to transform everything. Okay. So it's definitely about planting those seeds and watching the harvest coming through, but also waiting patiently for this change to occur. 1 + 4 = 5. So waiting for that perfect timing, waiting for this to come through, for this change. Waiting for this to all build together, as you know, and are hopeful that it will come together. Wow. Wow. Yeah, build the building blocks. So knowing that you are building where your passion is. Okay. You've been giving too much time and attention to something that you know that it's not really working, but you're trying to work it, but you know this is where it's going to work, then that's where you want to keep your attention. That's where you want to keep your focus at this time. Okay. Let's work on that transformation. Let's work on where we really need to focus. And, and I know that for a lot of, looking at it this way, there's a lot of politics that are going on in the United States where people are losing focus of the bigger picture. Let's focus on the love. Let's focus on what we have going on. Let's not focus on, things that are maybe negative. or sometimes even overly positive, depending on how you see a situation. There's a lot of negativity is going on right now, to the point where I can't even really watch YouTube anymore. And when I do, I have to be very selective. Right? Yeah, a lot of you probably feel the same way. You got to be careful what's popping up on your news feed. Don't want to have any interferences with what's going on, right? Because I have to focus my attention on my spiritual prosperities, developing what it is I truly need to develop, preparation, really seeing and expanding and moving forward, really putting that heart's desire for what's really the true focus of the situation within your life. Really, there it is again. You're going to see this journey and this direction coming toward you as you departing from this over here. You know, if you thought that you were going to make something work and you put everything into it, we've all done this at one point or another, and you put all this energy towards something and it didn't work, then let's just depart from that energy and say, you know what, I have this new energy, you have this new opportunity coming toward you. Let's focus this attention and make things build. Let's build that empire. Let's build that love. Let's build that friendship. Let's build back what it is we truly need, and really watch those rewards come in. You know, because there's a new level of commitment. For some of you, it's love. And it could just be something that, you know, I'm going to commit myself to this. Bringing in that self-discipline, but you're already in boss mode. Because if you're dealing with someone who's stuck, and you feel like they don't have any spiritual prosperity, it's saying it's time to move forward for what you need. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in that trap. Go after your dreams, what your heart desires are. You could even have this dreamy Taurus coming toward you who really wants to, or a Cancer. I have Taurus here twice. You might even be, maybe you're stuck with the Taurus though too, or an earth sign who can't move forward. But however it is, I do feel like whatever it is, doesn't matter. There's a Taurus here. I feel like you guys have a Taurus coming in who's keeping you disciplined, who's keeping that prosperity alive, who's showing that generosity, whether it's a boss, keeping your comfort zone, a love, friend, however it is, but it's giving you that success. It's making you feel like you're not stuck anymore. You know, feelings. You could be leaving a Cancer. That could be the thing, bringing in a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. But you could feel like this other person is either too codependent or too obsessive, too jealous, don't have enough self-love, need self-love. If they're obsessed about something that's not allowing you to move forward from a situation, keeping you stuck into one idea or one thing, no matter where the situation is, it just feels like you're being pulled out of that situation towards something that is going to be less difficult, not giving you the not giving you the, it's going to give you a milestone. This is going to be getting you stuck at an impasse. And it's saying you're not going to be stuck anymore. You're releasing that energy, releasing that person, releasing that situation. Okay? Because it's just like a train that goes nowhere. And I do feel like for some of you, it could be some kind of, person who is obsessed with something that's going on around you that definitely is not building where you need to build. So you're finding that happiness, building back for the long-term goals, building, like I said, finding that teamwork, that collaboration, learning something about the situation, learning where I want to put my passions, and this is not it. So like I said, it's really turning the tables over here about where you want to be. I do feel like you might even be with someone who's obsessed and a little deceptive, or being deceived over some kind of situation where they might be even trying to draw you into this deception, that you're just tired of it. Like, I don't want to hear about it anymore. I'm going over here because this is not going anywhere. Okay? They're giving themselves their own tower, or you might be giving them a tower, however it is. The universe says, I'm going to give you a tower no matter what, because you need to reach out for this. So whether or not you're making this tower for this other person, and this is not, it is kind of a wake up call for them though, is too, right? It's kind of a wake up call, but it's also that sudden change of that table of I'm not doing this anymore. Okay. So it could even be their own disaster. But I don't feel like, personally over here though, I don't feel it's a disaster for you because you're the one that's making this turning of the table. You're making this upheaval because it's like the universe says it's now time. So it's almost like you have this kind of wake up, hey, if I do this, but you know what, I'm being pushed to do so for my own highest good because you're tired of the obstacles and challenges because you know this is where you're going to gain the strength because you're already in boss mode. This is where you're going to keep that boss mode. You're going to be able to see the bigger picture. You want to stay the leader. And because your maturity level, you might even feel this person's very immature about the way that they're handling things. And you're just done. So you're having a completion. You're walking away. You're dancing with the universe. When we dance with the universe says, okay, I'll help you make a tower. It's going to be for the best so that you can build back, so that you can make that wheel of fortune come towards you. So you are taking on steps from your own strength and your own inner awareness to what it is you truly want for this happiness as you have this Ace of Cups coming. It's almost like to the point where it's kind of crazy in this reading because it almost feels like it's like the universe is saying, hey, right? Because the Hierophant is also a universe card. I see it as my God card. So God is like calling you, right? He's like calling you. He says, hey, look, I got this Ace of Cups for you. This is where you're going to find the peace, the rewards, your wholeness. What are you going to do? And so your intuition is opening with your spiritual prosperity. And it's almost like you're saying, well, if I want the sun, if I want the Ace of Cups, if I want the Wheel of Fortune, I know what I'm doing. I'm like in the knowing. This is where my heart's true desire is. This is where I need to be. This is good for me. And it's almost like, okay, dance with the universe. The universe says, okay, you want to do that? I'll give you the Ace of Cups, but we're going to have a tower. And you said, let's bring it. And it literally feels that way. It literally is, whether you're consciously aware of it or it's all subconscious is all one thing, right? It's all just like, because we do have a subconscious card. So some of you could say, I don't remember really thinking, well, it's not really happening until the end of the month anyways, but your subconscious is all over this moon subconsciously. So it could even be a subconscious thing. But I do believe that there's somewhere within you you're rowing this back and forth. And it's almost like then subconsciously, your subconscious higher self takes over. Universe says, okay, let's go. Boom. Life is a weird thing. We're not just built on our conscious. We are built by our subconscious. And subconscious, a lot of things that we do in life are subconsciously done. Now, realizing sometimes that we consciously think about something, but we don't realize how much we're giving it. And then the subconscious says, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Divine intervenes. Boom. It could throw you. It could throw you. But in this situation, it's releasing the worries. So when it does happen, you're like, it's shitty, it sucks, but it had to happen. So there's a place within your conscious, I do believe, that you're going to know this was for the best. That's the point. That's the point. Because your subconscious knows what's best for you. That's your highest self knows. I want to get to the sun. I want to get to the world. I want to get to the Wheel of Fortune. And I want the Three of Pentacles. We're going to do this because in the overall, I'm going to have the love and I'm going to have the Ace of Cups. Booyah. That's it. So instead of trying to savor this, you're stuck with this situation. And you're getting out. You're going to balance between. And it's crazy, like I said, really, guys, you're balancing for you in this way because you're the boss. And really, the balance is between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. That's crazy. That would be the Two of Cups. Balancing it out with the Two of Cups, because you have the Four of Cups saying, because I'm meditating on the situation. As soon as the reevaluation comes, that's when the higher self takes over. Your balance between your higher self and your conscious mind, that's when you say, okay. But there's a surrender. Whether you know it or not, you surrendered. I mean, you have the moon and the sun. There's a balance in itself. Balancing it out. Surrendering. How do we know you surrendered? Because you used the world. How do we know you surrendered? Because you have the star card. There's so many major arcanas in this that it shows you surrender. As soon as you start contemplating on what it is you truly want, which is what? The Ace of Cups. What do you have? The Ace of Cups. As soon as you say, I'm not worried about these three anymore, I was contemplating on them to figure out the bigger picture. Conscious mind, subconscious mind. You really want to see it the way it really is, you know, from a spiritual side. Universe says, hey, so what do you want? Oh, you want to dance with me? Oh, booyah. I'm gonna make a tower for you. Get out of this situation. This is not good for you. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Your luck will change. And drastically change. But it's all because you're thinking. It's all because you know you're going to, one way or another, I do believe, Libra, that you know you are focused on the turning of the tables. Because there's some kind of obsession. It's still the bottom of the deck. I mean, it's not going to move. Because there's still somebody who's worried about something or obsessing over something, giving out false success, being deceptive, worrying about living, you know, beyond the means, having fears, insecurity, something that's not building and planning with you. And you feel like it's hurting. It's hurting. Might even be hurting your soul. Who knows? Maybe that's why the soul even comes in. You're like, whoa, that's not good for my soul. I'm just saying, right? Okay, guys, let's get in here. Serious star blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, and you already got yes to the dress. I mean, there it is. And the universe is already pushing you. Yeah. The bottom of the deck, you have miracle happening. Crown chakra upgrade, divine connection, holy experience, miraculous energy. It's because you're already in connection. Central sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, success to the stargate. Stars aligned, remembering home, pushing you towards your soul family with the Holy Grail. There it is again, Ace of Cups. I mean, that's it right there. The teacher, the great awakening. I mean, this is what's going on. This is how you're doing it. You're getting a full system upgrade. You're having the power to recall what is yours with the star to the emperor. And then you have, where is it? The bottom of the deck. Excuse me. That's what I was looking at. Hathor light codes. Light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. What are you doing? You're recalling your power. Your spiritual power, your power that lies deep within yourself, saying, I'm not going to do this because I'm manifesting for what it is I truly need, and this is not it. So I'm going to take this tower. And it could hurt the other person because they don't understand. But maybe, you know what, maybe it will give them, like I said before, this disaster will give them the great awakening. But for some people right now, I'm going to be brutally honest. I mean, why I'm here, I guess. This day and age that we're going through after this election, many are not going to take that. So if you're dealing with something like that, remember they're not going to see it that way. Okay? They're not. Because they're so obsessed and so immersed in their own that's not going to, this tower is just going to freak them out. But it's not going to do what maybe you would hope they would see. They won't. They're too immersed. I wish I could tell you that wasn't true. But for the majority thereof, that would be such a slight, slight population to see that. They're so immersed in what's going on. You're not going to do that. But I think, though, Libra, if you are dealing with something like that, you already know that. And so does your soul. So does your mind. So you know. And I'm going to bring that up because I have seen it in quite a few readings. It hurts when I have to read those things. Because, you know, I'm the type of person I'm here to help people. But when I see these type of things happening, it shows me how far over they are from where I work at, right? And why you watch. It's a catastrophe, guys. It's a catastrophe. I'm going to leave it there. Okay? But I just want you to understand, because you are going to see these things. And I know many people have lost family members, friends, and I just want you to know that that's where they're going to stay. Okay? Because of this obsession of something instead of moving forward. And I'm not saying anymore. Okay? I'm just praying that one day they realize the family was there because they were the most important thing besides what's going on here. Okay. Anyways, I'm done. Till next time, my friends. Peace and love.